What's going on, guys? Maniacs here, and welcome to Gondola 2. Now, if you guys remember, a couple of weeks ago, I played a very short little game called Gondola, and in that game, you more or less just read notes the entire way up, going up a cable car in the mountain. It was a very simple style game, but it had fantastic music, and it was a really cool and powerful little story. It wasn't super long, but I really liked it. Now, apparently, they have gone ahead and released Gondola 2. It actually just came out the other day on Game Jolt as well. I'll put a link in the game in the description below, and I'll put a link to the first one down there as well. This one looks kind of crazy compared to the first one. The first one was a calm, nice little gondola ride up the mountain or whatnot. You read notes between a character called Ben and Caro. Now, in the end of that one, spoiler alert, if you have not played or seen that video, at the end of the first gondola, you actually find Ben dead, laying face down at the top of the mountain in like the cable car exit area, whatever you want to go with. Found dead, and apparently the whole time it was Ben writing notes to Carl saying, "Where are you? Oh God, where'd you go? I can't find you. I have no idea what happened." And then I guess it was a type of situation where Carl like finally said, "Hey, back off a little bit," and Ben couldn't handle that, and I think he ended up killing himself along those lines. Anyway, it was a short little game, it was a cool little game, and this one apparently takes place years later, but you're actually going through Caro's mind, I guess you could say, so it's going to be weird, twisted. I mean, what I saw from the screenshots looks like some crazy shit that Tim Burton would do, which is kind of cool. It's a total difference from the first one, but yeah, I mean, look at this. This looks like, oh God, what the hell was that game? There's a game... Music is weird as fuck. Okay, if anybody, the only reason I know about it is because it's from a JonTron episode. Anybody ever heard of this game called Bugsy? It was a stupid, in my opinion, absolutely awful looking and just weird game. And the way that it was set up, just, it was creepy, I guess you could say. But in that game, I guess they were trying to make like a, I can't actually get over there. I can't jump or anything. They were like trying to make like, Bugsy, I guess, was like part of like a branding type thing where they were trying to make it kind of like Sonic or something, or Mario. Didn't really work, and the games were awful. And can I get in there? How do I get in there? Do I need to get in there? There's notes. And they did, the developer did say that there are going to be notes in this one, so it's going to be a lot like the first one where you're reading notes and you're just more or less exploring the world. This is creepy. This is, what is this? What do I do with this? Is it just a lava lamp? Do I do something with that, or... Here I only got Pompo juice. Can I just... Oh, I can't just drop it off? Oops. Okay, I did not expect to actually be able to do that. What the hell is that thing? What are you? You're kind of cool looking. I don't know what you are, but you're kind of cool looking. You're also kind of weird, and I can't spin you or anything like that. Oh, that opened the door. Did those do anything? No? Okay. Yeah, that opened the door. Okay, this is weird, and okay, good, because there's more music over here. It's weird. I missed the music from the first one, because the music in the first game was incredible, and I loved it. Oh, this is another gondola ride. Okay, alright, I didn't expect that. Hey, Ben, I'm not actually writing this, but I can't stop thinking that maybe I should be. That feeling I got when I was reading your notes back in the gondola lift. It was scarring. And to see you there lying helplessly, dead, cold, I just wanted you back. I think I've gone mad. I think you have too. I can't get out of my own head. I can't stop replaying that moment. It's like I'm riding the gondola again and again in limbo, which is what we're doing now, because you guys noticed we're just going around in circles on this weird platform place. There's no hope for me, is there? God, it tears me apart. You're all I ever needed, all that could ever make me happy. I wish I could say I still have the sweet, sweet memories of being with you. But I don't. I can only think of you lying there on the ground. I always thought myself a part of you. Maybe I can show other people my thoughts. Maybe I can show them how I feel and think. Maybe I can show them how the gondola ride destroyed my thoughts. I try to escape elsewhere to other dimensions. But you're always at the core and always dead. You're dead, Ben. I'm dead too. Love, Caro. Okay. That was... Alright, yeah, this is definitely just as weird as the first one. Bye, music. It is kind of funny that I could do that. Oh. Ben and Caro. Dear reader, I hope I've been able to clearly communicate how I felt and why I decided to end my life. This isn't something to feel sad about. This is a very happy story that had to travel through miles of unhappiness. Ben and I are together, joined together as one spirit, our bodies once held separate as two halves, or rather 2/10. We weren't complete without each other. Now we are. Enjoy the rest of your life. Thank you for taking the time to experience my story. Bye now, darling. Okay. So... Okay. God, this music is jarring, especially compared to the first one. So I actually went back and played the first one real quick, just to kind of get what I was going with. Now, in the first one, as I was saying, just like in this one, you were riding a gondola. You were riding a gondola up a mountain, and there was notes scattered all over the gondola, and there were notes from Ben talking to Caro about Caro, I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, and they were freaking out. Like, first one was, hey, hey, Carl, I'm trying to find you. I can't find you. I woke up this morning and you were gone. I don't know where you went. And then they got more and more frantic, where Ben was like, oh God, where did you go? I needed to make sure you're okay. I'm expecting to find you dead somewhere, and all this type of thing. And Ben was extremely obsessed with Carl, because understanding when you're in love with somebody, you know, they are everything to you, I guess you could say, in that particular scenario. So in that, Ben was just freaking out that Caro, like, just kind of walked away, took a little bit of a break, and it kind of got ridiculous. I mean, over time, as you read all of the notes, it was just more and more frantic, like, oh God, I can't find you. Where'd you go? I have no idea what happened. You could be dead. And then Caro ends up finding Ben dead at the top of the mountain, I guess you could say, because he killed himself, because he couldn't find Caro. And there was a note there from Caro to Ben saying, hey, look, I need to take some time. You're kind of being obsessed. I can't go anywhere without you being right there. You know, you won't let me go anywhere. And Ben couldn't deal with that and ended up killing himself. So this one picks up with Caro regretting what he or she had done. I don't actually know if it's a girl or a guy. Caro, I've never really heard of that name. And you literally can't deal with the fact that Caro can't deal with the fact that Ben ended up killing himself over him or her. Literally can't deal with it. So all this time, it's been like a waking nightmare where you're trapped and you're going around in circles over and over and over again, and just don't know what to do, until the point where the only solution that they came up with was to kill themselves so that they could be together with Ben again, which is really screwed up in the way you think about it. This was weird. This was super weird how this particular game was set up, especially compared to the first one. Granted, you were still on a gondola, but everything had like those weird looking graphics, and it makes sense because you don't really know what the inside of your own mind would look like. I mean, it's a never-ending nightmare. It's crazy. That stuff is warped in different ways that you can't fathom. But it was still a cool little game. It was really short. Again, it was only like, what, 5-6 minutes or so. Developers, nice job. I liked it. I liked the first one a lot. This one was cool. The music in the first one, in my opinion, was just way better. This one's like all warpy and weird sounding. Like I said, it looks something like from that Bugsy game, or like the pre-alpha of a game, but that's just a particular styling of this one. The first one was very simple looking. It was like very low res and stuff like that, which I like. I like the simple style games. But I like these ones because they get you thinking. They make you think about that, and it's never the solution. Like, if anybody's ever dated anybody or something like that, you can be so madly in love with somebody, and then all of a sudden they go away, something happens. It's really hard to move on from that. And apparently, especially in a situation like this, where Ben ended up killing himself over Carl, so then Carl's like, oh God. But the solution is to never kill yourself to join them. Yes, it might seem like the end of the world and stuff like that, but you can't do that, because heck, I know it's everybody's opinion and whatnot, but you have no idea what happens when you die. Like, what happens? You have no idea. And for me, I know that if something happened to me, I would definitely not want, like, anybody doing anything to themselves to try and be with me, because, hey, you have A, no idea, and B, person should go on living and having fun and enjoying life. Granted, it might take some time, but damn. Anyway, all right, this is getting way off track from the game. Anyway, this is a nice little game. Developers, nice job. This was super weird. I don't expect there to be any more Gondola games because these two characters that we were introduced to are done, but that was still a cool game. Developers, nice job. I really like the first one a lot better, in my opinion. Just the writing seemed a little better. The writing was better in this one, but the actual like music and stuff was a little better in the first one. So go back to that, and I'll love playing more of your games, and let me know when your guys' next game comes out, because I'll gladly play it. So that's with that. That's all the time I got for today, guys. As always, there will be a link to the game in the description below. This was kind of a little downer of a game, but so was the first one, but it was still a really nice little game, and I just spit everywhere because I'm disgusting. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what your guys thought of this game are in the comment section below, and I will see you guys next time. Maniacs out.